Good evening, folks. Today is January 17th, 2023, and this is Survivor Circle with Maria. How are you today, Maria?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm going to try to do a couple of things a little different today. I was reading something Monday, and it's something that I heard of before, and I heard about it, but I'd never read the whole thing. And I realized it was, that would be 40, 60, almost 60 years old from the time that it was done. And is that right? 63? Yes.
It's a long ass time ago.
60 years ago. Okay. And I thought this could have been written yesterday, because it's still the same. It's I've always heard that history doesn't repeat, but history rhymes. And if there's ever been an example of that, I think this was it. And I'm going to read something about that probably a little later today. So there's Bobby and Justin. Hello. And Ron, glad to see you. So I was so taken by it that I thought I would save that for a reading a little bit later in the show. This has just been it. It's been something that we've talked about before, at least Maria and I have talked about it before, with that a lot of the things that we're realizing now and are so seem so important now are are things that we're just now recognizing, that the way we've been influenced in the forever, really. And I'd always thought that was the kind of thing that, well, we understand that now, that they were playing games with their heads. I thought, but that's a new thing, right? You know? Well, there are those that have said that it's been going on for a long, long time. And they're probably right. So heck.
Probably right.
Okay, almost certainly right.
Well, since we were never really taught anything good in history.
Oh, no. Really? Mm-hmm. I was taught thousands of good things.
Yeah.
Most of them weren't
right. Yeah, we were taught a lot of good stuff, but it wasn't right.
No evidence that it ever really happened. You know? So,
yeah.
All the legends and heroes and all that good stuff. And then it turns out they had feet of clay just like everybody else. So,
oh, yeah.
Goodness. Next thing you know, they'll be talking bad about Achilles. Yeah. I think he's probably Hercules, the oldest heroes, right? Going clear back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Going back to the Bronze Age.
if you mention his name, you have to absolutely do the Mattia. Hercules.
Mattia? Have to do the what?
Hercules.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Come on, Charles.
Yes. Got me there. Okay. So I don't know. I'm confusing myself with my screens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and read what I have prepared, and we'll see if anybody can identify where it came from.
All right. Sounds good.
Something is happening in our world. And you know, if I were standing at the beginning of time with the possibility of taking a kind of general panoramic view of the whole of human history up to now, and I could choose where I wanted to start, which age would you like to live in? I could pick Egypt and watch the pyramids being built, or I could join Moses in the wilderness headed toward the promised land, or I could move on by Greece, where I would see Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, Euripides, and Aristophanes assembled around the Parthenon. And I could watch them around in the forum as they discussed the great and eternal issues of reality. But I don't think I'd stop there. I'd go on, even to the height of the Roman Empire. But that wouldn't be my pick either. I would come up to the days of the Renaissance, for the cultural and aesthetic life of men. But that's not me. I would come up even to 1863 and watch a president by the name of Abraham Lincoln finally come to the conclusion that he had to sign the Emancipation Proclamation. But I wouldn't stop there. I could even come up to the early 1930s and see a man grappling with the problems of the bankruptcy of his nation, and come with an eloquent cry that we have nothing to fear but fear itself. But I wouldn't stop there. Strangely enough, I would choose, if you allow me, to live just a few years into the second half of the 21st century. I would be happy. Now, that's a strange statement to make because the world's all messed up. The nation is sick, trouble is everywhere. But I know somehow that only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. Seeds germinate in the darkness to begin. Something is happening in our world. The masses of people are waking up. And wherever they are assembled, whether we are in meat space or public forums from all over the globe, the cry is always the same. I want to be free. And another reason I'm happy to live in this period is that we have been forced to a point where we are either going to have to grapple with the problems that men have been trying to grapple with throughout history, but the demands didn't force them to do it. Survival demands that we grapple with them. People for years now have been talking about war and peace, but no longer can they just talk about it. It's no longer a choice between violence and nonviolence in this world. It's nonviolence or non-existence. That's where we are today. And also in the human rights revolution. If something isn't done, and done in a hurry, to bring the poor people of the world out of their long years of poverty, their long years of hurt and neglect, the whole world is doomed. Now, I'm just happy to live in this period and see what is unfolding. And that's what the whole thing is about. We are saying we're determined to be humans. We are determined to be people. We are saying we don't have to live like we were forced to live. Now, what does this mean in this greatest period of history? It means we've got to stay together. We've got to stay together and maintain unity. You know, when any oligarchy has a feeling of fear, they choose a favorite strategy for holding power. And what was that? They keep the people fighting among themselves. But when the people get together, something happens, and they cannot hold the people. The truth leaks out. Now let us maintain unity. And secondly, let's keep the issues where they are. The issue is injustice. We know it's coming out. For when people get caught up with what is right, they are willing to sacrifice for it. There is no stopping point short of victory. We aren't going to let anything stop us. We are masters in our own nonviolent movement. They don't know what to do. And every now and then we'd get in jail, and we'd see the jailers looking in through the windows, being moved by our stories, being moved by our words and our faith. All we say to America is, be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they hadn't committed themselves to that over there. but somewhere I read about the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read about freedom of speech. Somewhere I read about freedom of the press. And somewhere I read that the greatness of America is in the right to protest for right. We need all of you. It's all right to talk about the streets flowing with milk and honey, but this time, for us to be concerned about the slums, the children who can't eat 3 square meals a day, it's all right to talk about the New Jerusalem, but one day God's preacher must talk about the new New York, the new Atlanta, the new Philadelphia, the new Los Angeles, the new Memphis, Tennessee. This is what we have to do. Now, the other thing we have to do is this. Always anchor our external direct action with the power of economic withdrawal. Now, we're poor people individually. We mostly live paycheck to paycheck. We are poor, but never stop and forget that altogether, collectively, we are richer than all the billionaires in the world. Did you ever think about that? The people of the United States are richer than most nations in the world. We have a GDP of over $24 billion a year. That's power right there, if we know how to pull it. We don't have to argue with anybody. We don't have to curse and go around acting bad with our words. We don't need any bricks and bottles. We don't need any Molotov cocktails. We just need to go around to these stores, to these massive industries in our country and say, we've come by here to make sure, to ask you to make the first item on your agenda. Treat your workers fairly and treat us fairly where prices are concerned. Now, if you're not prepared to do that, we do have another agenda, and that calls for withdrawing. Now, if you're not prepared to do that, we have an agenda that we must follow. And our agenda calls for a boycott of you and your products. So as a result, we're asking everyone tonight to go tell your neighbors not to buy up. Up to now, working people have been feeling pain, and now we must kind of redistribute the pain. We are choosing these companies because they haven't been fair in their wage policies, and we're choosing them because they can begin the process of saying that they're going to support the needs and rights of the people. We begin this process in building a greater economic base. And at that time, we are putting pressure where it really hurts. Let us stand in greater determination. Let us move on in these powerful days, these days of challenge to make America what it ought to be. We have an opportunity to make America a better nation. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now because I've seen the futures and I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place, but I'm not concerned with that now. I just want to do my part. I've seen the futures. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the stars. And so I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing anymore. Thank you.
Well, that's excellent.
That
And
is,
it's all great points, every bit of it, every bit of it.
and it's new. It could have been written, yes, it could have been written this morning,
Mm-hmm.
but it was written written over 60 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel almost ashamed that I'd never read that before. I had heard clips from that famous speech, and I mean, I was 14. That can't be right. I was a kid. I was a kid back then, and I heard it and I saw it on TV. Bits and pieces of it. But I didn't understand. Now I know. Now I know. Now I see and understand why they considered Martin Luther King to be the most dangerous man in America. Because he had this insight and the foresight.
But all those parts that you just read were exactly what nobody's heard. They only hear the...
It's the women's fault.
Well, of course it is.
It's the immigrants' fault. It's, everybody else's fault,
Mm-hmm.
And it's the men's fault. It's the patriarchy. It's and divide.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it's supposed to be. It's not the way it has to be. That's just another trick that they've had in their arsenal for 6,000 years.
Oh,
you know? And the thing that King understood was, if we stand together, we can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
If we all collectively say, look, I'm just not going to put up with this shit anymore. That's all we have to do. All we have to do is say no. How many companies in this? I mean, it's a lot of it is it's an economic slavery.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a company on earth, not a single company, that if we all together say, well, I don't like what Ford's doing. Okay. It's the ultimate of cancel culture. Mm-hmm. I don't like what Ford's doing. For example, and for next year, I'm not going to buy a Ford. Okay. Or Kroger. Okay. Or it doesn't matter. Pick one. And they all pick one and they all fall. because they
Mhm.
know that we have the leverage to take it, to take back our right to fairness. And that's all anybody asks. Well, it's not anybody. There are people that ask for more than fairness. Obviously, we've met a few of those in history, but all we ask is fairness.
You're not going to get it.
Yes.
You're not going to get it.
Why not?
Well, just because our name of this country is the United States of America doesn't fucking make it true. Because
No.
they know it was a great idea back in the day.
Well, it's still a great idea.
That's a
It's
great
just
idea.
a little problem with the execution.
Just a
little problem.
Just a little problem. Because when you've got a whole bunch of people united against our regime,
Mm-hmm.
they don't like that.
Well, of course not.
And even though this speech
in history has ever given up power willingly.
No. And in this speech right there,
Mm-hmm.
because you had to edit it so nobody would know that it was his speech.
Yes.
You took out all the famous parts
to bring it to today. I took the details of Memphis and the details of the garbage strike that was the reason he was there off.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's the same damn message that we flyover country embraces every bit of it. And you might want to try. A lot of people don't want to look at that speech and say, "Oh, well, it's outdated. It's not any good." It's still as good today as it was then.
I know, and so many people would look at it. Well, that was something that was an ideal back then. That doesn't. Oh, it couldn't work now. Doesn't apply now.
Yes, it does. It's the same thing.
Yes.
The government never wanted us to be together, ever.
And they're stirring every bit of emotion, they're doing everything that they can to make sure that we don't wake up.
Right.
That we don't realize that it's not about me and someone else. Mm-hmm. It's about me, us, and them.
Right.
There's a reason why general wages in this country have not gone up for nearly 40 years.
Right.
For your average American. Oh, the rich guys are doing great. But we're not doing any better than we were in 1980.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the productivity of each worker. Okay. The amount has gone up 3 times at least.
Mm-hmm.
And the wages haven't gone up at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, we can do whatever we want to do, as long as enough of us join in to do it.
There's a lot of people that's doing just this exact same thing right now. That the comment, buy land, grow garden, kills Walmart.
Yeah, but do it. Don't talk about it. Do it.
Exactly. But there's a lot of people that's doing that. I mean, even before, let's see, when my son and his wife got their home and got settled in. No. This is exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to grow a garden. They wanted chickens. They wanted the farm fresh eggs. They wanted all of that stuff. And they do work for that. They work hard in that garden. And the chickens, and of course, my son made the comment. He's like, the chickens aren't laying eggs. It's wintertime. He's like, we're dying over here.
Yep.
But it's just
that's it's always been that way though.
Mhm.
Farm A, the chickens aren't laying. Farm B, maybe they are,
Mhm.
and you trade. And that's what creates the whole damn whole system,
Right. Right.
Or you eat or you buy a pig, buy a chicken,
Mhm.
or you eat chicken. you know,
If that rooster crows too much, you just wring that neck and y'all got supper for
that's
that
right.
night. But I can remember my half sister and her husband. I mean, they had 4 kids, and they would get a pig every year, and they'd feed it and raised it, and they'd have it slaughtered.
Yep.
But it seems like today the cost to have it processed is maybe sometimes. I mean, that's a lot of money too.
Yeah. So you okay. Most places that do processing
Mhm.
sell meat.
Yeah.
Trade part of your steer for the
Mhm.
processing. Say a quarter. Even I mean, I think that would be generous, but a quarter. Okay.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely. You can do that for sure. But then, and there's families too that will go in and they'll get,
But
and
you
you've
do
got to
have
look at storage too.
there's no taxes involved, right?
Right.
No currency involved.
No currency
You
involved.
have to worry
But
about your sales limit.
there's a lot of families that do go in together and they'll
Yes.
quarter up a cow or they'll quarter
Mm-hmm.
up a pig or whatever. So
Yep.
that kind of helps too. But I don't know. The thought of going to the grocery store 2 years ago and I could buy 18 eggs
Uh-huh.
and bitch because it was $1.83.
Okay. Yeah.
And now you go to the grocery store and it's $6.83. It's gone up $5 fucking in 2 years.
Yes. Yes.
But everything's fine. Everything's good. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Your meat, chicken. This is the thing, and this is something that the grocery stores have stopped doing. That's kind of drove me crazy. I've hit inflation
Okay.
for some reason. We got to talk about food. I'm hungry. I like eggs. But I used to be able to go and you could go to the grocery store and they would have your sectioned up your thighs, your legs, your wings, your
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Or I could buy 10 pounds of leg quarters for the
Mm-hmm.
price of 6 thighs.
Right.
My
Yeah.
grocery store quit giving that option.
Yes.
So they've taken that away from you,
Mm-hmm.
which is,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could pay for 10 pounds of chicken what I was paying for 6 little thighs.
Yes. Yes.
But now all of a
I
sudden
agree.
they've decided, oh, we're not going to do that anymore.
And it's just there's then you've got how do you want shrinkage? Shrinkage.
Yes.
Oh yes, I just bought a. It doesn't matter what it is because everything's shrunken.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I saw somebody had a Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts in a it's just no now Pop-Tarts like this.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And I can remember. Do you
Or
remember a commercial that popped up? This was several years ago. This was during Obama administration, I think. But it was like there was a guy that was sleeping in the bed, and this is the CEO of a olive company, and he's
Yeah.
in bed, and all of a sudden he's like, "Well, what if we take out 2 olives per jar?
Yes.
How much money would that save us?"
Right.
And I remember seeing that, and I was like, "Those motherfuckers." And that's what they did.
Sure.
And it was like after that, because, and I can even remember that there were certain hip joint replacement treats that I would get for my animals, for my dog.
Okay.
And I would get to, and on the box, it specifically says 30 in a box.
Oh my God.
I bought a box. There was 28. I bought another box. There were 27.
Oh
Never
my.
bought them again. But on the box, it specifically says 30. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I just, but the little things get, and the price never changes. The price is going up.
Or the price only goes up a little bit, but you're paying for 3/4 of the product you were getting before. It's
compared to what we were getting 5 years ago.
A bit at a time, and then it sits here. And it seems like it's stable, and then they reduce the amount again. You know, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
You know, but those of us who are in a suburban or rural, God love the country, you know, have that option. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
But you can't. And I suppose there are options of this kind that you can do in urban settings. There's been talk about that. I don't know how successful it's been really, but there are ways to fight the system. We don't just have to roll over and take it, you know. And every little thing that you can do is something that benefits you. Look, it's health, and there's so many of these things that it would be a good thing if you could do it anyway, you know. You go out, you get some exercise and get the sunshine. You don't have to go to the gym. You can go to the garden. You know, you know, and there's something about having a connection, you know, a personal investment in growing something, whether it be a cow or a bean or a row of beans, you know, it makes it better, you know. There's nothing more delicious than something you've grown yourself. The flavor, like tomatoes.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Homegrown tomatoes. Oh my God.
Yes. So what?
Those are the best.
What do you got to lose? Enjoy. You know, try to, and every little chip in the foundation of their kingship.
Right.
I'm all for it, 100%. You know.
Oh yeah. Well, and the thing is too, so, and I can remember my grandmother talking about there were the general store where people would take their produce for sale down through there, and anybody that had butter, they all had their certain mold, and it either would have, so then that way the grocery store knew whose butter it was.
Oh heck yes.
And so did the consumers. And it was, I think, but I mean, and that was a trade-off a lot of times.
I just realized, okay, they would do that, and then that was like part of the accounting. That was a trademark for their butter. Sure.
Yes.
So so the grocer didn't have to upfront the cash to buy your butter.
Right.
Your butter was on sale, and you got paid after somebody bought your butter.
Right. Right.
Sure.
Well, the best story I ever heard from that was she bought a different, the kind that, the brand that she normally bought wasn't there, so she had to buy a different brand.
Okay.
And it still had the cow hair in it.
Oh my.
Because they didn't strain it. They didn't
Yeah.
strain it first.
Yes, sure. And so brand names became popular.
Exactly.
You find out who's got the good brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You didn't want to buy that person's because they didn't strain it.
There's so much of that. There's so much of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I considered myself. I didn't consider myself lucky at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I spent a summer when I was, I think, 12 or 13, putting up hay with a horse.
Mm-hmm.
And to see and take part in how that was done and how that could be done was really, really interesting,
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you an appreciation for stuff
Mm-hmm.
that not that I would choose to ever do it, even if I could, to ever think I'd want to do that again, or anybody would want to do that again.
Right.
But you understand just how much of a personal investment this stuff is,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, I've we used to do our own pigs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Scrape.
We never did.
Scrape the hair, and put them up and grind them into sausage.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, you had pig slaughtering parties. Everybody came out for that.
Yes. And I'll tell you, it was. I wish you could do that today. I mean, I would guess you can some places, but I've never heard of it, which doesn't really surprise me. But heaven forbid, people don't know what a chicken is. They eat a McNugget, but they've never plucked a chicken.
I don't want to pluck a chicken.
I don't either, but I have,
Oh yeah, that was one thing I didn't ever have to do was pluck a chicken. Thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a luxury that, I mean, a lot of us, we have now. I mean, I didn't have to grow up doing that.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, my grandmother did it all the time. She worked a garden. She went door to door. She sold her vegetables. And now, for years, there's people that have gardens and they will bring what they're not eating, what they can't consume, and they give it away for free to everybody that's there at work. And very few people will take it.
Yeah.
They're not going to eat squash or zucchini or,
There are a lot of people there that don't even cook.
Yeah, shut up. Don't talk about me.
Huh?
Don't talk about me. Damn it.
Oh, that's,
I used to cook. I cooked all the time.
Sure.
And I still go, when I go to the grocery store, I buy in bulk and then I separate it out and I put it in my freezer because I don't want to pay this huge amount. I don't want to pay $7 for 6 chicken thighs. Okay. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
I will go and pay $18 for 4 pounds of chicken wings before I do that. I mean,
yeah.
And I don't give a shit if they got a whole bunch of hormones in them and that's like the must-nut chickens. I don't care. I'm eating it. I'm going to eat it. But I can still get 2 good size roasts for like $25. You just have to buy them at the same time.
Yeah.
And you can't go to you go to just a grocery store like Kroger or wherever you go grocery shopping. You're going to pay that for just one.
Right. Yep.
And steaks, forget it. Oh my Lord. The best way in the world to do that is just to buy the whole big slab and put out that $100 and cut it up to how you want it. So yeah, I mean, it's all pretty. I see what Justin's talking about, body disposals. Is that throwing them to the hogs to eat all bone, nails, hair, and all? Yeah, you're right. People are stupid.
Oh. So, well, yeah, but I guess the thing is, we're talking about the way it used, the good old days, the way it used to be. There were some problems in the good old days. It wasn't without its, it wasn't a slide without its splinters, but still, I guess it's just a matter of how. I was thinking about this today. It might have been something else that I was talking about, but there isn't a population in the world that works as hard as Americans work. The myth of the 40-hour work week
is a joke.
Never fucking happened. Okay?
Nope.
Because by the time it got to the point where a lot of jobs were 40 hours, then people said, "Well, I can't live on this," so they get a part-time job, or they find side work, or whatever, and you're back to working 70, 80 hours a week.
Right.
It's just, but the point is, and it's not that it was different. It was different, but it wasn't. It wasn't you weren't working an extra job to do something, to accomplish something. You were doing that extra job just to stay in place,
Oh yeah.
Was something else I came across not that long ago about a vacation time, Europe vacations are 5-6 weeks a year. Okay.
I know. I know.
In the United States, if you've got 10 years, you might get 3 weeks vacation, and most people don't use that. Okay, they don't take that. They work it. They take the pay.
Well,
go ahead and work through it.
I don't know where you's working, but let's see. After 10 years at the bank that I worked at, you got 4 weeks vacation.
Okay.
And then you still had 5 to 7 days of personal time.
Okay.
Sick leave, whatever you want to call it.
That easy white collar stuff.
Yeah. That cheesy stuff. But yes, and I agree with you. I didn't take it much. I didn't take much vacation.
Nobody I've ever known to know well enough to know whether they're using their freaking vacation or not, or cared enough to follow it. They didn't.
I think my biggest thing,
because they couldn't afford to. And that's
it didn't make it. Well, but see, now I didn't get paid. I wasn't allowed overtime. Wasn't allowed overtime like a lot of the workers were. So it didn't matter if I took mine or not. I got paid for it.
Okay.
But people like my husband, where he worked, if he took a week's, he was at work at 6:30 and he worked till 4:30. So he had at least 2 hours of overtime every day, at least. And then there were times that he worked more than that. So that's oh my gosh. I tell you what, chat, we just need to go to chat. Andy's in there and he's telling us not to eat chicken, but other stuff.
Oh my God.
Because Ufi was talking about this. about
okay.
those Chinese and the iPhone factories, 6 days a
Yes.
week, 12 hours a day. But you know what? We do that here. There's a
Yeah.
factory just right down the road from me, and it is mandatory. You work at least six days a week, 12 hours a day. And if they tell you you have to work on that seventh day, 12 hours, then you work it. And these people work. They don't get a day off. They
Yeah.
work 12 hours a day every day. And nothing, I mean, and if you don't, you're out the door.
Yeah. They'll just, well, there's 10 more waiting to do that job. You know?
Exactly.
You know, and and a lot of that is supposedly, you know, we're going to bring all this production back to the United States. Okay.
Yeah, that's not happened.
But no, but I'm saying, who's going to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to actually do it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I'm not talking about, you know, putting one screw in a thing in there. Okay, maybe you got a robot to do that. Who's going to maintain? Who's going to build the robots? Who's going to maintain the robots? Where are those skills going to come from? Are they just going to spring full grown from seeds in the earth? No. Yep. That kind of work and those kind of plants and that kind of jobs takes to build the whole thing. Okay, the sociological and educational and resources out from outside your particular plant. Everything it takes time and money and big investments, and all those were tossed out the window. You know? Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars worth of life experience was made worthless because we'll just move the plant to Mexico, you know, and they did.
Yep, they sure did, and they can.
Yes, and we bought it, and we bought it, and we bought it, and we bought it from the maquiladoras, you know.
Yep.
And we thought we were happy because they were, you know, we were buying a $5 screwdriver for $2.
Yeah.
What a deal.
Yeah. But, you know, and then, of course, we're already into this throwaway part of our lives.
Yeah.
Washing machines don't last. I mean, there was a refrigerator my mom had when I was little, and it still works.
It's worse than that. Because a lot of the new stuff, it's not repairable. It's built in a fashion such that it can't be repaired. It has to be tossed in a freaking dump somewhere, and you go buy a new one.
Yep.
Yes, the new one's cheaper, but is it in the long run? You know, I keep thinking I'm kind of a oh gosh, it's almost okay. Over 15 years ago, I built my first electric bicycle. Okay, so I've been following electric technology, like electric cars and that kind of thing. And people keep saying, "Well, what are they going to do with the batteries? What are they going to do with the batteries? Where are we going to get all the lithium? Where are we going to get the nickel? Where are they going to get this? Where are they going to get that?" Wait a minute. It's not a freaking nuclear reactor. It's a battery. All the lithium that was in there is still in there when that battery doesn't work anymore. Even if it catches fire, the lithium doesn't go away. You feed it back into the process that you used to cook the lithium out of the salts or the dirt or whatever you used to begin with. It's still the same lithium. So you just instead of using lithium ore, which is like 5%, you use lithium batteries for your ore, which is like 10% pure lithium.
Right.
And people say, "Oh no, we need to hold Afghanistan because they have rubidium." No, just reuse the stuff we already got.
Yeah, there you go. Andy says sodium batteries are the latest thing. Isn't that what the professor came up with when they were on Gilligan's Island? Put the coconuts and the seawater together, and that's how they.
It all works.
It did.
The next thing they're going to have, the one that I'm waiting for is the carbon batteries. Like a graphite battery.
Ooh, then everybody's going to need to be taking up their countertops.
Oh, God. But but the point is, they drive the prices up because that's what oh no, we're running out of lithium. No, we're not. We'll always have the same amount of lithium. It just depends on where we have to go to get it. That's all. There's probably more lithium if energy was no problem. You take it out of seawater.
Oh, don't touch our water. Oh my God. Oh my God, don't do it. Since the glaciers are like melting.
Speaking of don't touch our water. Oh my God. There's a suburb of Phoenix about a month ago. The city of Phoenix decided that they weren't going to sell them any more water from their municipal plant. So there are over 1,000 people in this housing development, over 1,000 houses in this neighborhood that have no water. And they have to and the only source of water is to truck it in from like 200 miles away.
There was a place in Texas, and I read this years and years ago, and this community, their water got completely cut off. I don't know if it was a drought or whatever. Yeah. But there were residents of that place that came together, and they laid their own water lines. They did it all themselves because they knew that if they didn't do it, nobody else would.
Yeah. Well,
and so my thing is how did they charge the county or the state or the city? What did they do? Did they ever recoup their money? Nope.
Of course not.
That was like a donation.
When they bought a $500,000 mini ranch, they sure as hell thought they had water rights, but they did. Turns out they didn't.
Yeah. There was a lot of research that was not done with that at all.
But I saw that and I thought, oh my God, that would be horrible.
Sorry, another cat wanted in. But anyways. Ask Ron if he is an alien.
Alien. I saw that alien on.
Is that like an ET alien, or is that like a
Star Trek had
illegal?
A salt sucker.
Yeah. New Mexico has salt water. Question mark.
Only with the tequila. Well, gotta have a little salt with your tequila. Yeah.
That's right. You just go out there and just turn your glass up in the sand, the salt. That's in Utah. Sorry, the salt flats of Utah.
Yeah. Yes, those are something.
Okay, so yeah, that salt needs to be used for something. I mean, all that shit's out there, and nobody just does anything but just drive really fast cars and rockets over it. So we need to start using that for
Oh, yeah.
something.
Actually, what was it last spring when Bill was out there? I don't think they had. Oh wait, that. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was going somewhere where it wasn't. But the water is disappearing. Okay, the Great Salt Lake
Hmm.
wasn't quite as big as it used to be. There were places where there used to be water to walk across to an island, little island out there that you could just walk across now. It used to be an island, and now it's not an island anymore. But I haven't seen any reports late. I don't know how much of. Okay, that's like this rain that California's been getting in a lot of last month or so.
God. Yes.
I don't know how much of that came across the Sierra Nevadas into Utah. Hopefully some, you know. Because yeah, it's not a problem. There's always going to be rain, you know. There's pretty much always the same amount of water being evaporated out of the oceans. It's just a matter of
Where it falls.
Where's it going to land?
Oh, but Charles, it's climate change. Oh my God, the sky is not falling like it should.
I should have said I had a.
Don't even get me going.
I had a Facebook memory come up yesterday. Oh, this morning.
Facebook trauma.
From a year,
is that what
from
you're
a
saying?
year ago. From a year
Okay.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
A year ago, we had like near blizzard conditions and like 14 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Today,
the temperature was.
I walked out and in my short shirt sleeves, and
Yoop.
get the trash out. So,
Yep.
goodness gracious, you know. Oh my!
What was it? During the week, over the weekend, I think it was like I woke up one morning, it was like 25 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
When I talked to you yesterday, I was out on the balcony, but it was like 45, I think it was.
Yeah.
This morning I woke up and it was 55 degrees. Hello, Kentucky.
Middle of January.
And we do this all the time. I mean, it happens all the time. Today, the temperature got up to 67. This is what happens in Kentucky.
Yes.
Kentucky doesn't give a fuck what season you're saying it is. I've got Facebook memories of in August. The low temperature got to 54 degrees at night. That's unheard of, but it happens. And it's just weather patterns. So let's conquer and divide everybody, and let's climate change. Oh my God, if you don't do this and do that, the planet's gonna burn up. I heard that shit from Al Gore. Now I think AOC saying this shit, and then you've got that stupid girl. What's her name? She's like this freaking tall. Greta. Is that right? Or Gretchen? Greta. And people pay attention to this shit. And all in the world this is like it's a diversion from what's really freaking going on in the world. So they put this stupid shit out there and they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They don't have a clue. Don't look at what was it? There was no summer. That the United States didn't have a summer in like, was it
1880s? No, it wasn't that.
Was it that late?
1813. I think something
because
like
a volcano exploded.
Sure.
On the other side of the world. So we had no summer. And you talk about people starving and because they couldn't grow crops. I mean, there was no sun. They couldn't do it.
Yes.
But they don't talk about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They don't let you know this stuff.
Yep. It's
Oh, wait a minute. Go watch the woolly mammoth jackpot in Alaska. I'll have to watch that. And Justin's
Okay.
like, get some gas and light it. That should help. Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Look. Andy gives us some help. Milkshake going. I hope y'all do know I got that. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself. Just couldn't help myself.
Yeah. Okay. This is great.
But anyways, yes, and it's always conquer and divide, or divide and conquer. It
Sure.
doesn't matter if it's race.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if it's political differences, if it's Democrat or Republican, and they don't even touch like independents. You know, they just leave them alone because each side's trying to win that one back.
Well,
And
it's not just the independents; it's the 60% of the people who have signed out completely, and they don't give a damn one way or the other.
They don't.
And they don't vote, and they don't care. Just leave me alone. Let me do my thing.
And that's our problem. That's
Yes.
what's happened. That's what's happened. It's like, if it doesn't affect me, I don't care. And that's why we are where we are, because it's just, they got us busy. They got us busy in the 70s. It's like, women have got to start going to work if you're going to survive.
Gerbils in the cage, running and running and running and running and running and running and running. We're so damn busy running, we're not paying any attention to what's going on. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Every bit of it. But it's like in the 70s, it's like, oh, okay, well, we need to make it to where that women have to go to work now. There's not enough.
Yes.
There's not enough that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to get the women back into the workforce. Now, the women were there before, but that was during World War II. All the men were gone. They were fighting the war.
Yeah.
So, what the hell? In the middle of the show? Come on. You got to go do laundry. What the hell? It can wait 30 minutes.
I need to talk him into doing a laundry shoot.
He needs to do something, because now this happened last week too. Now this leaving because of laundry bullshit? No.
I think he's in a rut. You know.
Apparently.
Tuesday's laundry day.
Sunday fun day is supposed to be laundry day.
I'm gonna buy him some extra towels.
Yeah. Exactly. Kleenex would help, darling.
Yeah.
Or use your socks, one or the other. Quit using the towels.
Oh my God.
But yeah. Sorry, no, I had to. Exactly. Oh man, not only do we like to talk shit and chat, we can even talk it on a live show. So this is the best stuff ever. Yeah. Oh, now he's apologizing. Sorry. I wake up in 5 hours.
Any excuse.
Whatever. I used to get up in the middle of the night and go change out. I'd go to bed with the washing machine on. I'd wake up in the middle of the night going, holy shit, I forgot. I need to put it in the dryer. And I'd get up and put it in the dryer. Yeah, I ain't got one either. Stop trying to get sympathy. Doesn't mean shit.
Yeah. You're not gonna get any sympathy with this crowd.
I don't give a shit if you got kids or animals. It ain't working.
Yeah.
Them kids can do their own laundry. My child did his.
We need pets we can train to do chores, you know?
Oh, Lord. No, they would just be like our kids and sucker us in with.
We'd end up having to emancipate them.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
Oh, God.
Cook, clean, run a. Oh, Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. My phone is faster than what? There we go. Cook, clean, and run a YouTube channel. That could be a you lube channel. That's up to you. Cook, clean, lube channel, whatever. Anyway.
Okay. I could have an OnlyFans of me doing laundry.
Hey there. Ooh, dude, I'm telling you.
I don't know. I don't know if I get any subscribers, but what the hell? No.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. There's a fetish about this shit. I mean, there's a fetish for everything.
Me folding underwear.
It doesn't matter whose underwear, and I think a lot of them don't want you to wash it. They want you to mail you. They want you to mail them dirty underwear. So, I mean, you can make a fortune. You could.
I forgot.
There you go.
Didn't think about it that way, but you know what? Hey,
dude, you can take your underwear off and post it.
Whatever the market will bear.
That's exactly right. It's freaky.
Yeah.
Look, you know, I'm just kind of thinking.
I use a triple fold for my towels.
Okay. Oh yeah, I kind of do too. Bye, goat. But I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, it's pretty weird. I don't, Wonder Twins unite or weirdos unite, whatever you want to do. But I'm gonna tell you something. If somebody's gonna pay me $200 just for me to send them a picture of my feet, I'm gonna do it. And Andy, honey, give me your address thing, and I'll go ahead and send me the money in BMO, and I'll send you my dirty underwear. Just so, because I know you want it.
Oh God.
Oh no, I follow Dad on folding towels. But that's the proper way. You got to triple fold them.
Yeah, you got to start teaching them young.
Honey, I can remember, and I used to iron my mom and dad's bed sheets.
Whew.
Pillowcases and stuff like that. I would iron that stuff. I didn't iron mine. I didn't give a shit. But I don't care. And that's the bad part about me. I don't care. If my shirt's wrinkled, I'm going to blame it on the seatbelt for the wrinkled trip to work. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can't help it. But yeah, I can't do the triple fold anymore because where I live, I have limited space.
Like a couple of dress shirts that kind of require ironing. Sometimes need a little touch up, but I don't even know if I have a working iron. Oh, wait.
I do have mine.
No, I have an little iron used for monocoat on model planes. So I know that works.
Oh man, I tell you what, I was so excited. I ordered two shirts. They were the same shirts, but they were different color. One was blue and one was pink. Okay. I loved them. But you had to starch these bastards.
Oh.
Had I known that, never would have bought them. So I think I wore them and seriously, my drive to work.
Yeah.
By the time I got there, the back was wrinkled because I was up against the seat and the seat belt and stuff. And there was a lady that worked in the same spot that I did. And she actually had the same shirt that I did. And I asked her one day, it's like, how do you get here without it being wrinkled? She said, I don't wear a seatbelt and I do not sit back. And I'm like,
you could do that on a 40-minute drive, right?
Yeah, like I'm going to do that on a 40-minute drive. But I was like, that is vanity from hell. There's a reason that shit's in the Bible. It's just not supposed to be.
I agree. That's terrible.
But yeah, do they still sell cotton in the South? Yep, and we still pick it, but we do it with machines.
Picking.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's leaving? What? Oh, yeah. Justin knows. He lives in the South. He lives further south than I do. Oh, yeah. No, we're still bitching, Bobby. We're not out yet. We're so not talking about what we intended to. So, but we did a good job there.
We're having a conversation, you know? We're having a conversation.
And then Andy...
Go where it goes, and then the peanut
Andy
gallery.
The chat, yeah. Then Andy pops in, and you're like going, "Holy shit! Look, your son totally bailed on us completely. I mean, he really meant it. He was going to take off. So that is such a shame.
He's forgiven. He brought me chili yesterday.
Oh, is that so? Maybe he needs to start cooking stuff, freezing it, shipping it in dry ice, and then
there you go.
Then he could bail on us on something other than laundry. I gotta go cook somebody's supper and get it melted on.
I've got 2 dozen corn muffins I have to get out before morning.
Oh yeah, I gotta go. I can't listen.
Have to get out before the Amazon truck goes by.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
oh, that's okay. Whatever it takes to make somebody happy. Go do laundry. That's not mine.
No, that is not my happy place either. Sorry to tell you.
That is one of the things, and it's awful because it's just me. It's just me living here.
You're supposed to
do laundry for.
Actually, you know, it all depends on where you're looking at it from. You know, that to go down and toss it in the washing machine and go back and toss it in the dryer, compared to beating it on a rock, you know, out by the street. Okay, you know, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure one of these days
it
might happen.
There were a lot of clothing back in the 1800s that we wouldn't want to wear today.
No. Clean the fridge. I would much rather clean the fridge.
I'd rather burn the fridge.
I have nothing in my fridge. I swear to God. You can open up my refrigerator door. One drawer has a bunch of beer that I'll never drink, but it was given to me for free, so I put it in my fridge. The other drawer has nothing. I have a pack of cheese. I have butter. And I think my door is full of...
With all the cats you have, and you probably, if you had a mouse, it would be starving.
It really would. That's why they don't come in the house.
You'd be standing out by the road with a little tin cup.
Yeah. So I really want to see what Andy's answer to this is. Beat that wash on a rock in the stream. Sing that song, "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" Yeah. Come on, Andy. You can do better than that. But anyways. And I know what song she's talking about. That's a great movie. That was hilarious.
I know. That was a good one. It was, yeah.
Ron is in denial. He does not pick his butthole. Just thought I'd let everybody know. Might as well. Nobody else is going to do it for you.
Pick me.
Yeah. That was a good one, Charles. I'm proud of you.
Oh God.
I am proud of you. But yeah, so I hope we made somebody laugh this evening because
I do too.
Right now it's warm enough outside that all the bugs are out. I've got a big moth in my screen and Oh, it's okay, Charles. Don't turn it off now. It's been on the whole damn time.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. I hear something. What's going on?
Yeah. It's been on for an hour and 45 minutes.
It's not as bad as when when we were getting ready to start.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't paying any attention to the monitor. And I keep hearing this. I'm looking. What's that dog doing? You know? I turn. Oh, I'm real.
Charles already thought his room was haunted.
Yes. I have my own little EMF.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to show this. This has to do with Oofy's thing earlier. Yeah. Andy knows. Andy watches this shit. Oh, also 3 women in a river. That was kind of a Twilight thing. So you don't know what movie I'm talking about? Go check it out. One of the ladies' names was Maria. So yeah, go check that out. Go check that out. So, but Conquer, you know what? Conquer and Divide doesn't kind of work with KGRA. Doesn't work with SurvivorCircle. It doesn't work. We're all fucking weird, and we're together, and
yeah,
we got it going.
Yeah, you know, that's the part that they just don't. They'll just never understand.
You know? This is true.
I don't know. So I think some of us are immune to sanity from the beginning. You know, we're like born to be a little bit crazy. That's okay. I like that. You know, to be like an outsider.
Thought it, my vibrator. I have no batteries. Andy, help me out.
Cats.
That's freaky. That's just a little freaky. So yeah,
you should amplify the purring.
I keep hearing. Sorry, I keep taking my earplug. I keep hearing voices, and apparently they're not inside my head. They're because I've got earphones in. But
something else is interfering. It's
coming back that way.
Bluetooth.
There ain't no telling. These fucking woods are haunted. Swear to God, they are.
What are the?
It's okay.
What is the ghost voices? EVPs. Yes. Okay. What's that called? What's those three? Which 3 letters?
The funniest one I got, and I don't want to say it's funny because it's not funny, because it's. But anyway, I took my dowsing rods and I was out there, and because I was requested to by another entity that's on this property, and she requested that I go out certain spot in the back 40. I did, took dowsing rods, found this spot, had my recorder,
right,
and I stopped and I was like, is this where you want me to be? If there's anybody here, let me know. And I got a man's voice that said, get me out of here. And I deleted that EVP. And I was like, I hope this is what you was wanting to know. But anyways, I'm not digging to China here.
Yeah.
And I could probably, I haven't gone back out there. But anyways, so that spirit left me alone after that. After I found that one thing she wanted me to find, she's left me alone. So me hearing a woman's voice coming back from behind me.
So that finish things up for that spirit. But the guy, you just left him back out there in the woods.
Okay.
Because, okay, but dude, come on up. The ground is no problem for you. Come on up and hit the road.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the light.
Yep. Don't care. Sorry. Leave your ass there. I know where he's at back there. Phone Kev. You phone Kev.
Yeah, guys don't get any respect. But the girl's okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like, and that was the funny part about it, because when I went out there, I took my dowsing rods, and it was odd because there was this rock pile, and it was kind of close to the fence, but far enough away. And in that area, the daffodils, they were all lined up in a row. And usually whenever you see those daffodils, that's where Homestead used to be or something, especially when they were in a line.
Sure.
So, but I went back there. But I went back there and by that rock pile, and I kind of asked a couple of questions. Do you want to talk to me? Is there, is this real, or is there spirit or whatever?
Okay.
She wanted nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Go away, don't come back. So I left her alone. And then it was a month later, she come to the house.
Okay. And
I was like, oh yeah, now you want my help? You didn't want nothing to do with me a month ago. Now you do. But anyway, but there was a certain, it was a trust thing.
A purpose, sure.
It was a trust thing. But I didn't go back there and bother her anymore. And the whole reason that it went back there in the first place was there's a pile of rocks, and I want them moved. They're in the way. I don't want them there anymore. They need to go. So I was like, can I move these rocks? And of course, all hell broke loose. But anyway, a month later, she's just like, I need you to find something for me. So I go and find something for her. And after that, she's good. And the funny thing about it is that rock pile has been back there. I've owned this property since 99.
Okay.
After I found what she wanted, now the weeds have started taking over the rock pile. There's a tree that's growing up in the middle of it.
Goodness.
I don't know how many years that rock pile's been there.
A fresh rock pile in whenever you saw it, but it's all overgrown and disappearing into the earth now.
And the tree that's beside of it has died.
Okay.
It's fallen over. It's collapsed. And it was huge. You could have taken 4 people, arms stretched out, to wrap around this tree. And it's dead. It's gone. It's collapsed. It's disintegrated. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
And I feel happy that maybe that's what all of that was waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sad because she's gone.
Hmm.
And I don't care about the son bitches out there going, get me out of here. Whatever. Just but anyways. It really is. But you know what? I go out to the very back and I sit in a spot in the woods and I take the incense and I just sit there.
There you go.
Oh my God, I'm still hearing the fucking woman's voice. What the hell? Mm-hmm. I burned sage in the house last night. Maybe that's the problem.
I thought that was supposed to get them out rather than bring them in.
Well, apparently, I'm outside, so apparently it worked.
Yeah, you're okay.
I'm outside. It worked. But But yeah, I love all the paranormal, the Native American, and I would love to go out here and go find a lot of Native American
Uh-huh.
artifacts. But I need to ask permission for that
Okay. That's kind
from
of hard
them.
to,
From them.
yeah.
I'm not going to start digging holes. There's nothing I have ever done out here that I didn't ask permission if I could do it first.
Okay.
This is theirs.
Sure.
It's not mine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, ask permission.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Andy, you crack me up. Look at this shit. Smell no evil.
Oh God. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, smell
That's
no evil.
right. Smell it. Yeah, they need to add that extra monkey in. But yeah, there is absolutely nothing that goes on out here that I don't ask permission first. And tobacco offerings are made often.
Mm-hmm.
All over the place, not just around here, but it's like out here is peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to make sure it stays that way.
Okay.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like I don't have Bigfoot's, feets, whatever on my property. They just don't come here.
Mm-hmm.
And all those pictures that you see of all these bent over trees.
Oh yeah.
I've got a shit ton of them out here. You know what?
Well,
I don't see any footprints, and I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. They can do whatever. I don't care.
You just need a better tracker then.
I don't even want a tracker here. I'm just saying, you see a lot of these bent over trees. I have
Sure.
this out here.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that is just absolutely natural?
Up against the tree where the branches are all leaned up against the tree for protection.
Oh yeah, I've got like trees that are about this big around.
Yeah.
And they have completely, it's an archway.
Yeah.
It's an archway. You can go through it. Now,
Nice.
I don't have any shelters built.
Okay.
Or anything like that. But
signposts, actually, maybe.
Maybe I need to put one out here that says Bigfoot Crossing. Maybe they'll start walking through there then.
Oh, God, yes.
Let them know it's a safe passage. You can go through here.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway.
Good idea.
I'm full of great ideas. I don't know how.
I mean, really, you should have your own Bigfoot highway right through there,
I could do that. Hey, I'm just saying, Little Mo lives right down the road. It's not that far away. He just has a few streets and farms to cross through before he can get here.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That would be cool.
No.
You could have your own movie. Oh, you could have your own Patterson movie,
I tell you what, I'm good.
The Maria Wilson Bigfoot movie. In HD.
I'm good with aliens landing out here. They can just take over, just leave my house alone. Y'all can land whatever UFOs out there you want to. I don't care.
Okay.
Stay out there. I'm good with whatever spirits, ghosts. I'm good with all of that. I don't want to have to shoot anything that's like 9 feet tall and hairy. That's a lot of bullets. That's going to take an elephant gun. I don't have one of those. And if anybody has an AR-15 they want to donate to me, I will gladly accept it because I'm going to do everything I can do to piss everybody off at one time, especially out here.
Oh my.
But that's okay because down the road they have target practice, and sometimes it happens at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't care.
Of course.
I can be a redneck too.
There you go.
Get me some tannerite, set it out there by a dead tree so I can bring it down.
Wouldn't that be?
Oh my God, it would be great.
About 5 pounds of tannerite.
Mm-hmm.
Boom!
Oh, it's great. Oh, it's great.
What's that? Where'd that come from?
Hook me up, Justin. Just say it. Hook me up.
Pieces, parts, unregistered.
Oh, well, it's like you can build your own gun. So you just order this part from here, you can order this part from there.
You can just have to drill a couple of holes.
Oh, yeah. But the best part about it, like you can put tannerite in a dead tree, and the chainsaw is not needed after that. You can just pick those pieces up, load them up, and bring them on in.
Straight to ready-made firewood.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Or kindling, anyway. Sure. Oh my God.
Glory holes. What? Wait a minute. It's not popped up. I can. Hang on. Apparently, there it is. What the glory holes? Oh, God love Andy. They didn't save. God didn't save the queen, but he saved Andy. So I'm just.
Wait a minute. Andrew, Prince Andrew. Look, we don't have royalty in the house, do we?
Oh my Lord.
Now we know where its reputation went.
Exactly. I never put that together. Oh my God. Andy is actually Prince Andrew. You little perverted fucker. Share some of those tapes.
That's why we love him so much.
Exactly.
Hey, we have us colonials appreciate his humor. We like it.
We do. We really do. Yeah. So Prince Andrew. Hand over some of that OnlyFans shit you've got going on.
Tell us the real story about that. Yeah. That's that or the other. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you, Charles, for putting that together.
Yes, I'm good at that. I'm good at putting things together that should never be mixed.
Exactly. So that's okay. So Andy, you need to go from Andy Morrow to Prince Andrew, and we will. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't wait to tell Bill about this. We were with royalty this whole time and never knew it.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh Lord, we have a good time for people that can't organize a show.
Hey,
the beginning of it was great.
We're right there with the competition. Who can compete with this? Right?
Well, at least we're not MUFON investigators, and we're like creeping the CMS, and we're like looking for reports so we can make books and money and podcasts and
It may not be much, but it's original. Damn it.
You're right. And if I drink much more of this, it's really going to be original before it's over with.
Oh my God.
So, but the moral of the whole story is stop letting them divide us. Stay together. Quit listening to MSM. Follow your heart.
And
take care of your neighbor.
And stay away from the fear porn.
Yeah.
Them other just coming to get you.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're not interested in you either.
Well, they might be, but it's like, take care of yourself.
You just have to take their chances. The first try is be really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need us a peace pipe.
Yes.
We need a peace pipe. Yep, that's for Andy. Prince Andrew. Yep. See, Ron, Ron didn't know this whole time.
Yeah.
He had Prince Andrew helping him this whole time, and he never knew it.
I don't even know what this one is. What is that?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Looks like Andy's hamster that he uses at night with the halo.
A little dead hamster? No.
Yeah. Well, I think he takes it out quick enough before it suffocates completely.
Little angel wings, halo.
Might give it CPR,
Yeah.
bring it back.
Excuse me.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, gosh.
Lord, this show got derailed really fucking quick.
Well, hey, we tried.
But it's fun.
We got a little good start, up to a good start, but some days are like it's been a rough week or so. Yeah.
Well, that's okay. We're unified.
Just wait a couple more weeks. Congress will be up. They'll have new.
Oh God, stop!
New Hunter Biden dictates will be up. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Wait till they
so, in other words,
wait till they get their stride in their stride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's when I ignore Twitter and I just go to the people that I'm following, like my local people. I'm like, yeah, screw the rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I've had a Twitter. I've had to have a Twitter account. I've had a Twitter account for several years, and I just pay no attention to it because it's what's the word?
It's bullshit.
Well, yes, it's low quality ore.
Exactly.
It's low quality ore. I'm not gonna bother with that because you dig and dig and dig, and there's just nothing there. There's just no nourishment in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to pause. Go in the house. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Carry on talking your shit.
Carry on my wayward son. That's only 2 bars. I don't think I'll get banned off YouTube for that. And it probably nobody in their right mind would be able to recognize that song anyway. So what's Ufi got up for us here? Got to make some sense of it. I don't know. I never was really good with emojis. Some kind of a critter and a pencil and a little squid. I don't know. Oh my. That was my mistake, getting up too early this morning. Working on that. Revising a great speech into something truly mediocre. Oh, an interesting topic? Oh, go ahead. We could use it for next week. we could actually start taking this thing seriously. Hey, all suggestions are gratefully accepted. Of course, that doesn't guarantee that we're actually going to do anything with them, but we think about it a lot or laugh at it a lot. And either of those is really good, whether we think about it or laugh about it. It's all about getting through to tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Every bit of it.
So, oh, God. More emoji questions or codes.
Oh Lord, what the hell is that? Is that an ink blot?
No idea.
That's a crab. with a pencil and an ink
Pencil.
spot. That's way beyond. I never understood that. Yeah, the ink blots. Yep. Nope. Mm-mm.
There was somebody that
Or is it a tornado?
or a tornado,
Yeah.
or something going down a drain, or
My brain.
a three-headed tadpole, or a three-headed tadpole.
There you go.
Oh,
Of course, Andy says it looks like a jizzing pencil, but anyway.
no, that's as good an
Crabs.
interpretation as mine. Yes.
I don't know. The crabs in the beginning kind of like told the story. So there you go.
Oh,
Ask chat.
I've never messed with that. I don't know if I've ever.
Chat.
I would be afraid that
Ooh,
an AI, if I were conversing with an AI, I'm afraid I would contaminate it and it would destroy the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This one here, I totally agree with this. We all freaking need mental help. We really do.
Guaranteed.
All of us.
Guaranteed. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's what God made bourbon. Just saying.
Therapists need help. It's pretty much part of the program, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're like their own best customers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes. They get help all the way through their career.
Mm-hmm.
Crab crayon tornado.
Hi, ta-da!
That still doesn't make any sense.
CCT. I don't. CT. There you go. Woohoo! That's what it is. CT.
CCT. CCT. Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, tornadoes. I'm good without those. Had enough. Thanks. Depends upon which direction they are flowing, whether I like freak the hell out or not. So.
Okay, that makes sense.
If they are on the hill, Andy, oh my God, the shit you send me.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord help me.
I've been ignoring that. I don't know where it is. Obviously.
Oh, you don't want to even see that one. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
Whoo!
Yes, there's going to be no sharing. There's going to be no screen sharing with that.
You're exactly right. See the video of the tornado. Oh, I did. I saw that, and I had that came up at my YouTube feed, and I didn't want to see it. I tell you what, it just because I go back to that my drive to work, and when those tornadoes come through here, and they were F3s and F4s, and it's like, and I didn't see the cows, and I knew exactly what had happened to them, and it just absolutely broke my heart.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. So yeah, Oofy is pimping CT out.
I don't know. See, I don't think I'd be wanting to be palling around with an AI that had been exposed to just general psychotic mayhem. That'd be
I don't know. It might be fun.
Dangerous, yeah.
It might be fun though.
I'd be careful with that toast.
As long as it's French toast, we're good.
Oh, French toast.
Got to have that maple syrup over the top of that. That shit's good.
Maple syrup, French toast, cinnamon. Yeah.
Well, ooh, and I'm kind of thinking some fried Calipari. That sounds pretty good right now. Send CT over, honey. I've got some lard in the pantry. We're good.
Deep fryer.
Yeah.
Teach you how to deep fry.
Yep. So Andy's up with the James Bond instead of Octopussy. Yep, that's Prince Andrew. All the way to the core. So when are they gonna let you out of your prison there, Andy? I just, I know you've kind of been blackballed from the royal family without them talking about it. And that's funny. You saw a little bit about it in the MSN.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's gone.
But
they covered it up.
Isn't allowed to go to the royal functions anymore.
Yeah. Queen Elizabeth was like, you know what? I'm done.
Well, maybe it was the other way around. Maybe his only benefactor was the queen. Now that she's gone, get him the hell out of here.
Right. Which it did surprise me a little bit that they didn't skip Charles and hit William. Because Charles how old is Charles? She was 90 something when she died. So how old is Charles?
He's got to be in his late 70s.
I didn't think he could. I don't know. Everything's changed, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His new wife.
Oh gosh. What's her? Well,
it starts with a C. I'm not going to say what my normal C starts with, but anyway.
Okay. What's funny about that is they were actually together for 10, 15 years before Diana ever showed up.
Carmelia?
Yeah.
Chlamydia? Oh my God. Charles.
Oh.
Hello.
Word salad. Word salad. Go. Oh God. Yeah.
But you know what? Okay, so all of that shows completely. Those people are no different than we are. None.
Except they are different.
Oh, those bastards are rich and they're royalty, but other than that,
it doesn't make them any better.
They cheated on their wives. They cheat on their husbands. They do porn tapes. They, they are normal human beings living life, and they just happen to be where they can't be prosecuted.
Spatial, yes.
Yeah, they can't be prosecuted for the bullshit that's normal people can be. As commoners. But yeah, I mean, it's just.
Well, apparently we're attempting to establish our own particular American brand of royalty these days,
Ooh, who's that?
Oh, Prince Elon and
oh my God.
Baron
I don't follow that shit.
Baron Zuckerberg.
Don't follow that shit. Don't care.
All those guys. Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care. I think we lost Justin. We lost Bobby. We lost Ron. We have Oofy and Andy.
Andy. What?
Andy's just waiting for a porn video to pop up sometime.
Oofy, Andy, Bobby's probably lurking.
He is.
Ron. So.
Ron left. He's gone.
He doesn't need to be signed out. He does that. Just
signs out, you think?
He's probably over watching something else right now. He's probably over on Pornhub.
Well, Bobby did do what I asked him not to do, is to tell us when What's Up MUFON is on KGRA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you, Bobby, for not throwing that into chat. Because if we all want to talk shit, yeah, Justin left. Justin left a long time ago. We've got Oofy and Andy. Thank you for hanging in there.
The green genie. Little green genie. What the? Yes, that is what it is.
Oh yeah, that's what comes out of Andy when he rubs it. Just saying. Oh, Bobby, you're awesome. I love you.
Told you. Oh my God.
Yeah. Get your butts to MUFON now. Damn it. He said. Snap, snap, snap.
Oh God.
Oh shit. I keep hitting it. You hit it. That's it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We didn't say nothing.
Now, hit it again. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking some fried Calipari right now. Calipari, whatever you want to call it.
Scallops? You like scallops?
Scallops are good.
Okay.
I like scallops. I like shrimp. If I have had octopus, I didn't know it, but I don't think I ever did, because if it's not shaped the way I think it needs to be, I don't eat it. Scallops, shrimp.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Fish.
It's like if you ate an alligator's steak.
I've not.
You would
I've
never
not had
know.
alligator.
You would never know what kind of animal it came from.
Oh, wait a minute. And yeah, I know about that. Kriston got a YouTube suspension. Oh, were we telling the truth again? Or something that somebody didn't like? Let's put it that way.
Probably.
Something that somebody didn't like.
That sucks. But it's.
Oh my God, the favorite meme that I've kept forever.
Did they kill his channel or just? Okay.
It's just the YouTube thing.
What, Rockfin? Is that Rockfin where his new place is?
He is on his backup channel tonight. And that is what? Prince Andrew's Lover.com. What is that?
Ooh. Oh my God. That's yeah.
And that's the thing. Okay, so that's the other thing, and we've never touched on this, and it's the censorship.
Sure.
I don't care if it's left. I don't care if it's right.
I don't understand what's being censored really these days.
And that's the thing.
You know
it's
what
like
I'm saying? It's not.
Measles.
What is the basis for banning? Because most of the stuff that I have seen where people documented what they were banned for or could say what they were banned for, it's just common knowledge, you know?
Bobby, honey, what is that channel? And that's the thing. I get if you are slandering somebody, if you are trying to destroy somebody and you are putting out lies that mean nothing.
That's okay.
I get that.
That's Fox News, you know, or MSNBC or whatever. You know, that stuff's great. But
it's
if you tell somebody, you stick a light bulb up your ass and that'll make you feel better. If that's okay. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know, Andy.
Let
us know if
that'll get you banned. I don't know.
Andy, let us know, honey, if that makes you feel better whenever you shove a light bulb up your ass. Just saying. I'm sure you would know. But anyway.
Wasn't that one of the cures for COVID?
It could have been. Yeah. If it lit up. Yeah.
Get lit up.
But I'm just saying, and that's the bad part. I get it if it's slander, if it's lies.
Well, I think
it's no difference than what the MSN is doing.
On this before is where do you separate sarcasm? You know,
Satire.
we've just defamed the royal family, or adversely defamed Andy. One or the other of those parties isn't going to be happy. Okay,
Exactly.
but this is
Yes.
satire. We're just having fun.
What's that
So
one show I was talking to you about on Twitter? That one news article, was it Babylon.com or something? It had the B.
Okay.
You and I,
sure.
yeah.
Yes.
That's freaking hilarious shit they put out
Sure.
there. And it's like,
That's not easy. That's not easy comedy. That's hard comedy. But
it
it's
really is.
glorious.
Yeah. Opposite to Uncle Fester. Yeah. Who? Charles or Kriston? Whatever. Oofy, like it and share it, baby. Whoop whoop. Does that have to do with the Prince Andrew thing or what? Where are we going on here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's totally white noise. I think I would like to rather listen to that. Babylon.com.
Okay.
It's funny. Oh my God, it's hilarious. It's satire. Bobby on. Da, da, da. Yeah. Babylon. There you go. Mm-hmm.
Babylon.
Yep.
Bobble. B-A-U-B. Bobbles.
And here is this total off the wall question from Ron. How many extras in The Walking Dead?
All of them.
All. Every damn one of them.
Yeah.
Uncle Fester used to put a light bulb in his mouth instead of his ass. This is true.
Yeah. Yes.
But then he put it.
He was ahead of his time. Yes.
I don't know, but whose ass did he put it in before he put it in his mouth?
Such an electric personality.
Yeah. I think they're kind of like trying to put you in with Uncle Fester, between you and Kriston.
I would be.
Got that bald noggin.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Curly
Joe
was one of my favorites.
Oh my Lord, those were great times. Great times.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Do you know what? I have not watched nor read anything about Harry Potter.
Oh my God, you're a cultural reprobate.
Whatever.
You've never read Harry Potter? You've never seen the
No, sorry.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
no, sorry.
I'm almost ashamed to say I actually read all those books.
Ooh. Well, now I tell you what.
It's an interesting concept, but I have a bookmark.
Oh Lord.
Where
are we going? We're going off into deep space somewhere.
I have a bookmarked. It's a channel that has nothing but takes Harry Potter characters and makes them do rational things. Okay, logic. It changes. It's hilarious.
That's just mean. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
You might trigger somebody, Charles.
That's so much fun, though.
Yeah, it kind of is. Anyway.
Well, heck, it's coming up on 8:30. We got them 2 hours.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, quality over quantity, right?
Yeah. Justin bailed on us. Let's
Or
see, who
neither.
else bailed
Or
on us?
neither.
Your son bailed on us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Lightweights. Just don't have the stamina.
yeah. That's what it is.
Oofy's knows how to handle those the quiet in space. No one can hear you scream.
Exactly. But I've not heard CT complaining about the deep fried octopus either. So CT has disappeared.
We'll wait. She's gonna hook CT up to the chatbot program, and he'll overrun our chats.
Something.
It'll just be line after line after line of,
oh God, it'll become a bot.
Magical AI, links.
It will be a bot.
Links to, oh God, that could be fun.
I don't know. It might be. You never know.
It'd be a whole new troll. Just share. Just share random bookmarks.
Yeah. That would be fun.
No commercial intent involved. Just random bookmarks.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I like it. It's not like, who cares, right? Okay. Well, hey, we tried. Whether we succeeded or whether we failed doesn't matter. We had a good time, and we enjoyed ourselves. And we will try again next week. I promise. I promise we'll try.
We'll try something. I'm not real sure what it's going to be, but we'll do it.
Yeah. So y'all have a great week, and we'll be seeing you around. Good night, Miriam.
Good night,
Thank
dear.
you.